We have a product of sine cube and cosine fourth. We cannot use the method of integration by parts because of this third and fourth power. So we want to write this inside function as some function of sine or cosine, let's say u, and the remaining part is a derivative of u, difference of du. So we want to convert everything in terms of a single function of sine or cosine and some part as derivative of that. Okay, so let's try to split one factor from cosine fourth, maybe sine cube. Let's try first in this way. Sine cube x is there, cosine fourth x, let's write in this way, cosine cube and 1 cosine. Okay, I'm thinking to write down this as a derivative of u, where u is sine and derivative of sine is cosine. Okay, now the question is, can we write this product as a function of sine? Okay, if we are able to write this as a function of sine, then we'll have some function of sine and derivative of sine, and done. Sine cube is already good. Cosine cube, a little problem. Cosine square is 1 minus sine square, and we have another cosine left, which can be written in terms of sine, but that's not helpful. We'll have a square root and we might not be able to integrate. So the choice of cosine, splitting cosine fourth as cosine cube and cosine, is not good, it's not working. So let's go other way around. Let's try to write sine cube as sine square and 1 sine all the way there, sine x dx. We are trying to make this is some du part, and there is a cosine fourth. Sine is derivative of cosine. In fact, derivative of cosine is negative sine. So can we rewrite the whole product as a function of cosine? Then it will be function of cosine, and derivative of cosine is negative sine. Okay, let's see. Cosine fourth, this is already in terms of cosine, so good. Sine square is 1 minus cosine square. So we can, yes, we can rewrite the whole product as a function of cosine, and then remaining as a derivative of cosine. So let me rewrite one more time then. Sine square is 1 minus cosine square x, and cosine fourth x, and derivative of cosine is negative sine. There is no negative, but we can always write down negative sine x dx. This negative 1 is an additional factor. Let's multiply by negative 1 outside as well. Negative 1 is positive 1. Okay, just to counter this negative 1, we are multiplying in the front. Okay, now look at this lesson. Whenever we have an odd power, split that. Don't go for the even power. Okay, sine cube, go for sine square sine. If we had sine cube cosine cube, it would not matter. If we had like sine fourth and cosine cube, you would break cosine cube into cosine square and cosine. Okay, and so we let u is cosine, then derivative of u is negative sine with respect to x dx. Then this integral becomes negative 1 outside, or just negative 1 minus cosine is u, 1 minus u square times u to the fourth times the remaining negative sine x dx. This thing is du. Now this is a simple calculus 1 problem. Okay, so negative 1 outside, integral of, let's get rid of this product, u to the fourth 1 u to the fourth minus u to the fourth u square u6 du, negative 1 outside, antiderivative of u to the fourth power rule, u5 over 5 minus u7 over 7 plus c outside. Back substitute the value of u, we are done. U is cosine x. Okay, so negative 1 cosine fifth over 5 minus cosine 7th over 7 plus c final.